Hey, folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Songs of Six. This is Riverbend, our delightful little human town by the river's bend, as you might guess. And in between episodes, I plopped down a couple more little buildings. I noticed that the load on our food stall was sitting at 100%. Oh, that's no good. So I've gone and made a copy. So we'll get a second food stall building over there. Actually, I'm realizing something. Maybe it would be better to just extend this one food stall to 2, and maybe we end up with more efficient behavior. Maybe I'll worry about it when we get it to 3 at that point. I don't know. And then I think I talked about, maybe I did plop down the hearth at the end of the last episode. We've got a graveyard building over here. And I've also gone and put in our first latrine in this corner of this settlement here. We'll see if it satisfies the need for a population enough. Because right now, they're all just going in the fields, which might be great fertilizer, but is undoubtedly stinking the place up. We don't want that. So lots of little construction. We only have 20 odd jobbers right now, lots of homeless people. I'm wondering if I should pull back on the carpenters just again, because I did increase their number. Let me go and bring that down a little bit so they can help with some of the construction. Okay, let's bring it to some sort of, it's got to be an even number, right? Even numbers are multiples of 5, just like the volume on the television. Everyone knows that's how you have to operate. Otherwise, it'll drive your brain crazy. Or maybe that's just for some of us. We've got the speaker building there. We got the speaker, the second well underway, because the well here is also on a fairly heavy load. And although that's the only well we've got, and it's being okay. Oh! Did we not get this value before? Anyway, yes, if you have, once you get over 50 people in a particular industry, well, I don't know if it's the same for all industry, but clearly for the carpenters, the experience boost gives you a bonus. And you can get that until you get to 1,000 employees, which if you had 1,000 people and working in one industries, that would be kind of crazy. But let's try to maintain this number at least 50 so we do get an experience boost. Oh, there it is. Experience plus 0. Yeah, I'm guessing at 50, like it unlocks as a feature, but is it really giving us anything? Or does it literally level them up over time? Maybe it literally levels them up over time. I don't know, actually. We'll try to revisit that number and see if the number changes as we go. All right, laboratory is being built, housing is being built. I mean, people are still fairly happy right now, despite the fact that so many of them are homeless. But we'll try to get that going better and better. And yeah, we'll get someone buried in our little graveyard at some point, which hopefully will look quite pretty. Grain farms are going. Right now, we do have a net gain of grain. Oh, we're out of wood. And stone. Actually, wood we've got some stored up, but stone we are definitely out of. So we'll have to do... Okay, you know what? It's time. Let's set... Well, I will see... Well, there's not going to be any more stone nearby, is there? Okay, I think we marked a little bit over there. But we're going to set up our trading center. So we're going to set up near our central warehouse. Probably, maybe... I want to set up down here. Let's see. Our depots. So the import and export one. So we've got different sizes. I think no matter what, you're only bringing one good at a time. If I put you there, and then I do the export one, yeah, they can live side by side. Actually, I'm wondering if this orientation will make them match a little bit more. All right, so we're going to export something to make money, and then we're import stone, at least for now. We might build that stone quarry later. And again, mushrooms and eggs might be something we are not going to produce ourselves, but our humans do want, so we'll see about that. 5, 6, that. Oh, they are set to auto. Okay. Which I guess is all right. And then we'll revisit the load on those things a little bit later. Load 100% at this hearth, but we've got another one coming there, and we've got one set up over there too, because it is winter. Yeah, we are out of stone. Do we need stone to build these? Oh, that is... a little annoying. Maybe I should do a one-time import from my neighbor. Hey, do you have stone? Yeah. I would love, like, I don't know, 50 stone. And I would like to offer you furniture in exchange. Oh shit, yeah, we could do way more than this. How much stone you got? Oh, thousands. Let's go with 500 stone. And then I will give you a crap ton of furniture. There we go. Accept. All right, good. And then we'll set up some regular trades for both sides of that going forward. And a lot of leather. We could really start making some clothing. Do I want to set up a little tailor? I could set up near the hunter. because that's where the leather is showing up. If I grab you and say, no, we don't get the preview. This way. So that's 31, that's our internal space. So then over here would be our 33. I'm wondering about setting up a little tailor right there. It really would be quite small because it'd only be 6 tiles wide. But just a slow trickle, I mean, it would just be for trade unless we assign. I think you go to access. Okay, they do have clothing assigned. So they must show up with clothing, and then it maybe decays a little bit. So if we provided a trickle of clothing to hopefully offset that, that actually might be a good idea. So let's go into crafting, scroll down, find the tailor. Share this open doorway, and then we have the insulation. Shrink that doorway there and provide this. I wonder if we should do a doorway somewhere. Is this bad? Maybe I should just build the tailor elsewhere. The small enough space, it's a little bit awkward. I like the big door here because I think the hunters often leave and come back in a batch. Yeah, I should probably just go and build another one, and maybe keep up with our little alleyway idea, right over there. Because that's one of the things that does violate. So if we keep that as an open air little service, that might look better. So instead, let's build over here. I don't know how long. Let's do this. I'm going to shrink this down because I'm not planning a huge industry for this, but the workbenches are the primary. In fact, do I do? I know it's cutting off parts of the room, which is what it's complaining about there, but it's actually fine. Oh, it literally doesn't let me put it down. Oh, that's interesting. Whereas if I went and shrunk this to some size, then because I wouldn't be cutting off parts of the room, it would let me put it down. Okay. And then on our auxiliary station over here, yeah, if we do that, we get to 100% efficiency. And then I'll just... I got to figure it. No. I guess I'll just do this. And then... and triple door there. Although it's not it's facing the alley. How do I feel about that? I don't like it. That's how I feel about that. I don't think I can rotate things now. Let me just restart. And instead, we'll go sort of 7 deep this way, and then make it a longer. I think 8 is what I was working on. I don't know. We'll see here. Workbench. 1 there, and then it was like a 3 gap. Oh, no, this was the size. Cool. And then the auxiliary bench, which 3x2 brought us to, yep, there we go, 100% efficiency. And then storage, same sort of vibe there. And then I can put kind of a triple door opening over here. Still 100% insulation. Okay, that I like. And before I go and put another building that's too close, I'm going to pre-plan the little alleyway around here. There you go. So a little bit of tailoring. We still have some homelessness because these houses are still building, but they will get there. And how are these? So yeah, we got a speaker doing things. 100% workload currently. Spreading news. Start spreading the news. And then load on our hearths is pretty high. It is winter time. But maybe we need more. Maybe we need bigger ones. Maybe I could put an extra little hearth over here. Plus, who doesn't love all the glow? One thing I'm sure a lot of them are talking about, yeah, they want torches. We could start with doing the decoration for the torches. That'd be okay. So decoration, torches. There you go. And certainly, I'm going to want one at each one of these intersections. And I'm hoping it means that every time someone passes by these, maybe they get a little bit of satisfaction from it. But then it could be like, oh, okay, this little walkway. Or even inside here. We can do something like that. Some of the buildings had some natural light. Oh, actually, here, right at these intersections like that. And you can see there's a little bit of glowing there. We'll do that. There. And put one at each one of these little things. And, oh yes, there. And there. Okay. So we should start to see the torch fulfillment go up. As they're happy about this decoration. Here comes winter. Wow, yeah, we weren't even... Well, actually, I guess we weren't getting snow until the very end of winter. That's interesting. Okay, we have a little bit of material. That's good. Again, we should have gotten a bunch of stone. And over here, we've got our import and export. So what we want to do... Oh, it's not constructed yet. Thought it was done. I'm like, why can't I click on this? No, it's still being built. And hopefully we're not running out of anything. How's the wood? We are... Oh, our carpenters are consuming more than we're creating. Plus there's maintenance and things like that. Okay, so we will want more wood. I'm just wondering about embiggening this to go there. I know it's going to be like a little bit of a... Oh, this one doesn't complain about the same reset. I guess because it's not the same kind of building. Interesting. If I do that, so we do take a bit of an efficiency hit because we need a little bit more auxiliaries now. Yeah, plus 15. Perfect. I'll tell you what, I'll put it in that corner. We're back up to 100%. We'll hire more people as well. So it's got to be reconstructed because we got to move some things. We need a little bit extra furniture and a little bit extra stone. Although only 24, and we're good on that. And then refinish the construction afterwards, please. I guess they've unemployed that workforce, so they're going to help construct it, and that's groovy. And I can still do some, like, just ad hoc chopping to refill our supplies. Oh, there's all our stone. Okay. Export. So I'm going to set a rule that I'm going to export, and each one of these does one good. I'm going to export furniture. And then you got to tell it how much to keep. So right now, export workers will only fetch from warehouses when at least 100% of our warehouse crates are filled. So right now, it wouldn't do anything. I don't think I have to keep huge amounts of furniture around as a buffer. I think I'll do something like this. 20% of our warehouse crates are filled. Now, of course, as I change my storage rules, it's going to mean different things. But right now, it says at least 79 items stored. So it's going to keep 79 pieces of furniture for us. And anything above that will start to get shipped out. Now, on top of that, we could go and set pricing limits. Now, I don't know if, like, what kind of floor I'd want to set, right? This is the minimum price you're willing to sell this resource for. As we sell more to our neighbors, the price will go down. I don't know what's reasonable to set. For all I know, 371 represents a floor as is. Or, for all I know, like, they'd be willing to go, you know, there at some point they're only going to be offering me like $100 per, and I don't want that. Do I want to set a number here? I don't know. I'll set 300. Mostly I'm expecting that this will constantly sell. But if it dips below that, then we can reevaluate at this point. But let's say this. We're willing to sell basically all of our furniture that comes, but like that. Now, we do have a couple of warnings. When enabled, and I think it is enabled, yeah, we'll fetch all sorts of odd resources. It says none available. Maybe, I wonder if there's a conflict because of the priority. Because this is set to priority. If I go here and I turn off the priority, I come back over here at the export, it still says nothing. Like, do I have to put an explicit pull source? I don't think I do. 18 items can currently be fetched. Okay, we have 951 money. Let's keep an eye on that and see if it goes up, because that means we are getting successful sales. Meanwhile, we'll just keep letting things chooch around. We are still producing more and more furniture. I will go and ask a one-shot, like, fell tree job. Because we're going to need this fed. And this is still having a little bit of downtime here. There you go. The stone's there. Now the construction is going to happen. The houses are being built. And eventually we will give them furniture. One of the things we can do under access, we can allow them to take wood or furniture or other things to furnish their houses, which will make them feel better. 10 homeless people, but that's nearly done. And yeah, still waiting for that construction to finish. Okay, we are getting the sales. So this is working. Nothing to fetch in the vicinity. I wonder if that would just be from the ground. Oh, odd resources from the ground and from production rooms. Okay, so this, if we had furniture sitting in here. Oh, there you go. I could see a piece of furniture for a second, and that warning did go away. That's what that is. But I think they do grab from the nearby warehouses correctly. Turn off the priority. Neither one of these are priority now. I wonder if the priority was turned on, if that would prevent the trade from happening. Because I do want this to be set to priority on. My central warehouse priority on. I'm going to try not setting this. So we're at 19.4K. Oh, you can see the price here has dropped a lot. You know what? I don't have a trade agreement with these guys. They're willing to pay more, but I don't have a trade agreement. I'm sorry, did that? Huh? Does it try to auto-populate the trade agreement for you? Hold on a second. That was weird. So if I'm here, and I'm like, I want to trade with Paquel. Do not have a trade agreement. Trade is not possible. Click to go to the deploying screen. Let me try that one more time. Is it auto-populating that? I mean, not in a useful way. Huh. Because we're still not meeting the value. That is all my grain. Why don't I just offer you more furniture? I wonder what that's supposed to be trying to accomplish. There you go. If I just dump a ton of furniture there, we can get a second trade deal. This might temporarily drop the price of furniture. I wonder if it's hitting a sweet spot, like it's offering them as much before their price drops. Like, I wonder if this is trying to be smart. But anyway, we've got a second trade agreement now. So now, okay, we'll still load that screen. But now, I think both of these are now lit. And these buttons are for making a custom, like, one-shot order, I think. With the most favorable price. Slibin 368. What? But that's not... Can't even trade with you guys. Huh. I don't know. But anyway, we've got two targets here, and hopefully what this will do is it will mean that we're not crashing the price on just the one person we can trade with. We can do even trades between the two, and hopefully keep turning a profit. In fact, what I might decide to do is I could say here, okay, let me message it's at 350 as the price cap. I don't know if we preferentially sell to those, or if it's at the price cap, either one of them can grab. Like, I don't know if we're actively doing the selling, or they're the ones actively doing the buying. That would be something that would be nice for clarification. Anyway, I would then like to import stone, because right now we don't have a good stone set up for it. We're going to set an import level and say, maintain, yeah. So try to maintain our stockpile at 50. Why are you jumping over the 50%? Why are you doing that? Oh my God, you drive me crazy. But okay, fine. Try to maintain my stockpile at 51% of my total capacity, and then buy if you can't. This might be a good use of, like, putting a limit on things, but we don't have a lot of stockpile right now. And right now we wouldn't be buying. Oh, we actually see a little line, I think, to show the purchase level. So presumably, where's the furniture? I don't see it there. Maybe it only applies to the inputs and not so much the outputs display. Okay. And yeah, we've got lots of wood on this map, and I can build more woodcutters as well. So right now, we are still, yeah, net negative on the wood. So another woodcutter probably does make more sense, because this is now fully operating. And we could still increase. We're not even running at 50% capacity of our worker load. It's pretty high. Oh, great. And you can add tools to buildings later. The tools, I think, need iron to be built. We could import the tools, or we could... I wonder if that's iron. That might be iron. Alluvium. No, that's the soil type. Ore deposits. Okay, you're not telling me what that ore is. That's coal. Just ore. Oh, just generic ore. Okay, so we have ore over there. Ore there. Is this coal then? Oh. Interesting. I don't know how long those deposits last before they get tapped out. But that's quite tempting. Ooh, I love our graveyard. Look how adorable this is. And like the visuals in here are quite plain on these houses because we didn't have any decoration, but they will get fancier as we go. The roads too, once we get the fancier roads will look nice. There's our torches. They do get lit up at night and they will look very lovely when that happens. We only have one odd jobber left. Okay. We have 30 houses available. Makes sense. These are 100 persons blocks and we have another 40 over here. So we should be able to accept up to 240. Go. Start to accept them in. We'll get some extra odd jobbers happening. Good. All right, what's the next thing I might want to do? No, but we're exporting furniture, so we should still make money. What's the 5%? I'm just assuming 5%. All of our warehouses collectively are 5% full. Can I rename this one? Gain. Rain. All right. Oh, and I also just noticed that there's no auto set over here. Right? There you go. So you're on automatic there. You didn't have any employees yet, so we'll get that sorted out. I think the odd jobbers might also occasionally just bring things places. No jobbers, give me that. Food, 5 months worth of food. We have no meat. Yeah, we're consuming all the meat as quick as we can possibly get it. Oh, we do have some extra livestock now, so we could increase our pasturing. If I wanted just meat, then I could just go and make more of the entelodonts. But I'm wondering about throwing in maybe the onxes, the sheep or goats or whatever, and start getting some fabric from that. So we can build our tailor. Which we do, right, we have a tailor, which is currently set to using leather. There's another recipe, which is fabric. Oh, so, okay, you've got to turn the fiber into fabric and then into clothing. Okay, I think there's more opportunities for efficiency along the way. And yeah, you can also use leather to make the armor. And right now, I'm assuming we're consuming leather way faster. And clothing, we're producing way more than we need. Oh shit, yeah, we barely need any. I'm going to drop this down to a single tailor. We'll want more later. But yeah, a single tailor will keep all of our people clothed currently. But yeah, I am wondering about slap down in the pasture, and I am wondering about an aurochs one for leather, because at some point we will need to make armor, and having a steady supply of that would be kind of nice. Does it tell me the size of this pasture here? No. It's probably 29 by 29 based on the others. Do I kind of want to do the same thing? Sure. So aurochs will generate leather. Oh, I guess it counts the fence. I do that. End up at 9.6 workers. Seems fine. Moisture's pretty good. We'll get a gate over here. And there we go. That gets us to full efficiency. All right. Yeah, we'll start with 11 livestock. It'll still have to build up, but this is now at 22 of 22, and its production is there. Okay. Yeah, this meat production, like, the hunters do so much, it's ridiculous. I'm actually a little underwhelmed by the amount of meat that is getting produced by these pastures. Although, how much do the grain make per day? See, 22 per day. So really, okay, for the amount of space, farming is 4 times more efficient than the pasturing, which does make a lot of sense. Ooh, we are out of bread. Are we out of grain? We're out of grain. But we're probably... Ooh, we're not due for one of these. Wow. Really? Huh. Okay. We need to dramatically increase our farming, don't we? I guess so. I mean, it could be importing some things, but let's just keep selling furniture for now. And let's copy area. Let me do it with the overlap. Good. You know what? Go crazy on our farming. Okay. Those are good. More people are willing to come in. Which is good, because we'll need some extra workers soon. But yeah, our bakery is clearly going to be good for a long time. A long time. There's carpenting. Wood is woodening. So net negative still. But yeah, occasional chopping to supplement it should be okay. Might have been a little wood or a little stone over here too that we got at the same time. Love the torch. I love the look of this game at night. Also, like the shadows, like this 2D sprites, but they really have like sort of light sources and shadows going on with the characters. And you can see it's clearly dynamic because the mouse is a light source. I'm guessing they have some sort of like normal map for all the sprites to simulate the height because they're not 3D characters. But I'm assuming some sort of normal map-based 2D lighting. Is that 240? Not bringing them... I'm not sure what... Did I have something set wrong with the auto mode? It doesn't seem to actually accept them to the limit. Auto, 240. Immigration speed. Auto admit limit. Oh! Minus 23 inbound. I guess they've already accepted some, and they're walking on the map. And they will suddenly arrive at 24? Or is there a glitch? I thought it just seemed to me like it used to work instantly, so I'm a little confused, but okay. We still have 30 houses available. That's why I'm like, we can bring in more people. I could just do some more just clicking. Yeah, incoming +0 is there. And then over here, incoming 23. Which also... Oh, is it possible are they pregnant? Is it a pregnancy thing? Next, population 23. Children 16. Yep, I'm properly confused. Part of me just wants to accept everything, although we don't have a ton of food as we're going into autumn. So that's, you know, just ducky. All right, let's go and hunt some more oryxes here. And then we've got some onxes. Wait, where are you? I don't know where they are. All right. There's some things across the water, but I think we might need a bridge to get there. Oh, what are these lizard things? Oh, those are the turtles. Well, I only see the one, really. Well, Are we getting food crunch? Was I really not producing anywhere near as much food as I might need? I mean, clearly. Still have some stored. I mean, we still have a full season's worth of food in here. I may have to purchase some food. In fact, if I'm okay on stone right now... Well, no, see, we're a little under. In theory, are we going to be buying stone? I don't know if we can see the activity. Oh, someone just arrived and dropped off some stone. Okay. And then how is our furniture? Oh, see, these prices have gone up. Well, we haven't sold furniture in a little bit. Got the wood. That's good. Okay. So we should be able to make some more money. I'm going to change this and be like, you know what I would like? I would like some eggs. And I would like you to maintain the full stockpile, which isn't very much. Yeah, because we only have one stack, I think. It's like, keep in a trickle of eggs, please. We'll make my people happy. Don't want to keep too many around because of the rot. See, I don't think it's bringing the people in. I think something is broken with this. I'm just going to double click, accept a bunch, which will lead to some homeless people right in time for winter. Also, we don't have any food. Yeah, that broke. I probably shouldn't have accepted it at all, but so be it. In theory, we'll get a trickle in of eggs. What am I doing bringing in more people? We're definitely going to have some starvation. But they can go and work this. And I'm going to go and increase my carpenters. Go to like 72 of these, which will dip my wood stuff, but that's okay. We want more furniture so that we can make more money selling it, so we can afford more eggs. Oh, we just spent all of our money. So does that mean we have a bunch of eggs? We do. Are the eggs really expensive? Oh, shit. I might want to put a cap on that, but actually, I suppose right now we're desperate for the food, so sure, let's do that. I think the tariffs, and I think trading used to be really, really advantageous, but I think they might have added something like transportation costs or something like that, which is actually making the trade generally less strong than it used to be. And so we might be suffering for that sort of thing. I don't know. But at least we're still in autumn here. Let me make sure. I don't know that we have all of our grain set to be foraged. Again, we might want to cancel that later because that's a lot of walking distance. Mushrooms, those weren't being collected. We're going to get, even though that's not humans' favorite food. Ooh, where is it? We're going to grab the vegetables over here too. Oh, and we can collect this cotton. That's gonna be nice. Yeah, that's already being harvested. And then the rest is across the border. Okay. Let's try not to starve. Come on, please. It's amazing how many units this game simulates, right? For all the like slowdowns that we get in other games as we get above our limit, like already in Dwarf Fortress would be too many. Now, Dwarf Fortress calculates a lot more. But this one thing with this game is programmed in Java, which is not known for being fast. And yet clearly this performs brilliantly. I'm still, rocking 144 FPS. We've got lighting effects and everything going on in here. Lots of independent units moving around. It goes to show you, it's not the language. It's the programmer. It's the skill. Got a bunch of wood sitting around still. I'm going to say this is probably 100% workload. I'm surprised they're not hiring some more, but I could go and boost it, but I guess it's fine. Furniture there. A little bit of fruit. Still, they've got the 4 days. And yeah, we're spending all of our money on eggs. Oh, some of this is getting expensive. Okay, I'm going to put a cap. I'm going to say I'm willing to spend no more than $100. Wait, that's not... This is how much treasury I'm saving. Oh, that's the price cap. Okay, this can go back to... I guess 1 is the minimum. We need at least $1 in here. I'm going to say I don't want to spend more than $100 on eggs. Let the price go down and restabilize. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this import. I'll do it a couple times here. Is there anything else I want to export? I think the answer to that is still no. Oh, there's a grain harvest. Late autumn, we finally got our grain harvest. Good. Okay, our food's about to skyrocket here. So we're going to start producing bread. There you go. They want to consume 40 per day. We're going to overproduce beyond that, which is nice. We'll have to double check. This number may adjust itself as the food becomes available and they want more. We will see. I might still need to... Oh, this has also got set to the egg. Oh, that's interesting. I'm going to set this back to stone. And I will set a price cap of 100. If for some reason the price starts going above this, I'm going to disable it. Wow. They're willing to pay a lot for furniture if we can get it produced. I might be storing too much furniture. Because we're getting some from the decay. Because we're only selling above... Actually, what did I set this to? Right, at least 20%. We only keep 20%. Everything above that can be sold. So yeah, a lot is availably sold right now. Okay. And this is going to be set to mushrooms. Another food source our people like. But that we don't really have access to. Mushrooms. Ooh, those are expensive. Ooh, that is so much more expensive. Maybe I'll just say 200. If they happen to dip down, we'll start to buy them. Eclipse. What? An eclipse has arrived, plunging 6 into total darkness for a while. Your populace is wondering if this is the final darkness of the Sumerian spoke of. Your subjects fervently try to pray the problem away, or failing that will drink themselves into stupor. Boost mourning, boozing, piety. Oh, shrines and temples. Okay. I guess this is in the historical buy price. So it got up to 200. We might have to set like a 150 on this. And with that in mind, maybe I'll say the same thing for mushrooms. I'll be like, any chance it goes any lower? No. We might not end up importing any mushrooms for a while. That is insanely expensive. Maybe we just have the wrong neighbors. Okay, a bunch of wood is now trying to be stored up. We're not producing wood faster than we're using it, are we? No, it's still going down. Yeah, we just had a bunch chopped, so that's going to be fine. I don't know if our trade setup is the way that we're going to want it, but... Yeah, we don't have any money for that. furniture happening. You're on auto over there for the grab. You got one person there. I think this person's just responsible for bringing things here. Let's see. Okay, you don't have any things stored. Temperature is ooh, okay. Oh, interesting. It's really hot at the start of winter. Maybe it should be prioritized, or maybe it should have a pull source. I thought it was working without, but maybe. So I mean, if I do this, you're just going to grab from the central warehouse, and it's green because it's valid. Maybe we did need the pull. Although there's still nothing stored here. Oh, there he goes. Or maybe if I had this set to priority, it would have yoinked from there first. Oh, and maybe, hold on. I think I remember. I think maybe it's because I did turn the priority on the central warehouse, which I do want, and therefore it wasn't valid anymore. Oh, the sun's back. Okay, good. But the pull might override the priority thing, and you are definitely yoinking stuff. Okay, so we're going to start making money again. We're going to start buying things again, which is good. We've got a slight amount of bread. And we've still got lots of grain. And actually grain, there we go. Okay, it is predicted we're going to come out well ahead on grain now. I don't know what was going on. I mean, we did, because it felt like with these 4 fields, we were falling behind. And with these 8, we're producing many, many times more. Maybe these just hadn't kicked in properly. Well, I guess I'm not worried about extending my population anymore. And we still have room for a few more of these jobs. Like I could have more carpenters. Okay. Let's get another housing block going on. Yeah. And I think I might put it over here. I may have to be a little bit worried about the noise that's coming from this construction. I could put a little double sound barrier. Could even run one down the middle of the road in some of these. That's just a noise divider, which might not be a terrible idea. Okay. So, come over here, copy area. Again, I'll drop some of that after. That looks fine. Then I'm going to just be like, don't build these temples. You'll build the rest of the stuff that's inside, though. I think that's okay. And then... that. I'm going to extend this road out here. And we'll look at setting up some other services. All right, speaking of services, how's this latrine or lavatory? Workload 44%. Okay, good. A couple of plumbers. And I like this little setup. The little wash basin's over here. So those are little latrines where people sit. Oh, this one's got a cap on it. Maybe it's got to be cleared by one of the plumbers. I don't like that the ashes from this torch are going towards our wooden building. But I don't think fire is a mechanic in this game. I might be very surprised later on. But so far not. We're full on eggs, but that's our target, so that's going to be okay. And yeah, they do decay. Actually, nowhere near as fast as the meat, which makes sense. Actually, eggs do have a long shelf life. You don't have to refrigerate them or anything. But yeah, we'll just consume a little bit. People are going to stay happy, which is nice. We're making this other block. We really could go and bring in more people. How many? 51 to be accepted? Okay, I'm going to do that. Almost certainly I'm going to have to increase my baker count. Do this. Oh, consumption of bread went down for some reason. But I'm thinking it's only if it's there. I'm betting if it's there, they'll eat it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go maximum bakers here for a second. And then we're going to see how much bread people can actually consume if it becomes available. Plus, it would be nice to have a little stockpile ready to go. Plus, if there's bread, then maybe we won't need as much eggs and meats and mushrooms. So I think people do want to get all of it. I keep reading now. I don't know if this is accurate, but I think I read in a Reddit post, and I think I heard in one of the YouTube videos that the way it works, and I don't know if there's a way to see that. Like, can I see your thoughts? I don't think a missed thought was something. As tired as I am of tilapia raiders, I do think we should treat them better once conquered. What? Some water. Food stores are low. Sure. Anyway, I read that the way it works, when people get hungry and they want to go to a food stall, they pick one of their favorite foods at random, go to the food stall, and if it's there, they're really happy. And if it's not, they'll go to another maybe preferred food. And then if not, they'll go to a fail after that. So I think having the full food option is good for the purpose of making sure they get maximum fulfillment. On the other hand, if it's just bread every day, then I think we'll still be happy enough. And maybe it's foolish to think about all these extra side things. Maybe it's bad for my economy. Although we got money now. Import level set to 0 means you'll never import anything. I don't know what you're talking about. What is this book? Average global prices. Oh! Low production rate without boost. So hold on. So I could say, okay, the average price of eggs is 153. And so it could maybe rate multiplied with the production rate. Sense of what industries are profitable for you. Oh, I see. The last two columns shows your current average bonus of selected race. Okay, if we find humans. Multiplied with the production rate. This would be ours. So we can't sort, but in theory, if we find something with a huge number, like where's furniture in all this? Furniture over here, 138. But we're clearly selling for more than that, which is great. But theoretically, I could maybe put a price bottom at like 200 or something. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to interpret that properly, maybe between episodes. Flaking out. We've got some homelessness, but yeah, these just have to be built. We're gonna have plenty of homes soon. And then I'm wondering, because we do have the stone deposit over here. I am wondering about building a little stone pit. People don't love working there, but they may just have to put up with it. And then we won't have to import stone. Oh, money keeps going up. Yeah, we're clear. Oh! Do we use our furniture to build things, or is this yoinking all furniture and ignoring this? Minus 77 items can currently be fetched. Was it right click? It'll go to a warehouse that's got it. This warehouse has some. Yeah, so there is some over here, but it's saying can't be fetched. Okay, it might have overfetched at some point, or it may have been a construction job that pulled the furniture down. All right, that's fine. No more homelessness. We actually have 7 extra housing. So part of me's like, let's accept exactly 7 immigrants to bring us up to 350, which, 20 more houses over there. I guess that one wasn't done yet. Okay, so 20 more immigrants after that. Everyone is homed right now. We've got a lot of odd jobbers. Let me take a look at the bread situation here. Okay, now we're producing more than twice as much as we need. So I'm going to pull this back down to 12, because again, this rots so quickly. I don't want that. And then it's time. Let's go and max out our carpenters. Make furniture as quickly as you can. Good. Now, one thing that I'm going to be curious about is, oh, that's not where I am. Where are we? Riverbend's over here. Right, we've got these true trading partners. Now, Pacquial here is a pretty big empire, to be fair. This is all part of that as well, right? But there is another group over here. They're neutral. What does that mean? Oh, it's an army I'm mousing over. Oh, and a caravan. Oh! We actually see the caravans on the world map? This one's bound for Riverbend. From here. Oh my god. That's lovely. So, how can we trade? What is this? Support. Support towards your majesty. Chance of rebellion. Okay, well that's not really a thing. That's maybe once we own it. Can I not enter the diplomatic map view from here? Oh, I really thought I could. Anyway, I can do this. So, what else do we have? Peace. Well, we're not at war. Become colleagues. As colleagues, you will trade at an increased discount. Oh, tariff drops another 5%. That's good. And also pledge not attack each other and respect each other's sovereignty. We're not well liked enough. We need an opinion 2.5. I wonder if the opinion's going up over time due to trade. No, we need the political stuff. And then we've got the alliance. Improved discount. Share enemies. Armies can move freely. The protectorate. Become a vassal. Unite. And this is the thing that needs the huge bribe. 135 million bucks, which isn't going to happen. I just wonder if like there's a way for me to have a access rights through here so that I can trade with someone else. But maybe it is just what it is, and we just have those neighbors, and that's the way it's going to go. Okay. Bakery, I think I was going to say the production per day is going to go down as it's updating its number. There we go. Slight net positive. Barely, and then we don't have the buffer. I think I'm going to go and add 2 more, which will help grow the buffer and prepare for the next influx of people. And then the grain count, okay, we're still net positive there. We've got lots of storage, which is going to be great. And what we want there, we didn't even consider selling the excess bread. Since it doesn't have a shelf life, we could put something like a 50% limit, and then we can export after that. We'll worry about it if we get an overflow, but that could be an extra way to make money. We could see what the price of grain is versus the price of bread, and if it's worth doing that sort of thing. I don't know. We have over 50 bakers, right? No, we don't. So we got lots of these. I don't know if we can get an experience boost to the bakeries the same way as we got with the carpenter. Okay. We do have some tech stuff we could do to boost us forward and get more efficiency, which might be good on the furniture stuff. Okay, one thing I'm wondering is, let's say I wanted... Is the metal smelter, is this where I build tools? Oh, that's where we make metal. Oh, maybe crafting. Machinery, smithy, tools. And I know tools can be a big boost, but we need metal for that. But we should be able to build a metal industry. I'm wondering if the next thing we do is we work towards that. We sort of build a bridge. Got some iron over there. Did we have iron on our mainland? There's clay too. Oh, yeah, over here. Geez, yeah, we can have a little mining mini town. Because we've got iron, we could do the stone thing. I don't think our humans like that particularly. If we go here, and we go down to, yeah, they hate all the mining. Clay pits, stone mines, minus 400%. They absolutely detest it. If we got bug people, well, they like the gem mines. All right, so lizard people over here. Although the bug people would have a 0% mine for that. Oh, they suck at it at clay pits. They don't mind it, but they suck at it. We could accept it. Or we could get prisoners with jobs to help out with it. That's another possibility. Interesting. The humans don't particularly care for the fruit orchards. They also are completely, wow, they don't even like ranching very much. I mean, ultimately we have to eat that. I don't like the negative points. That's pretty bad. The negative on the mines is real bad. Do we just keep basing it around what our species actually likes? They don't particularly love working in pottery, and they hate the clay mines, which isn't great. Should we become a multicultural kind of place? Oh, inns, foreign tourists, income. Huh. Chambers for fancy people. We just say, you know what? Some of you are going to have to work crappy jobs. And then we'll compensate by other services somewhere else. You know what? I think that... Oh, no. Okay. No, it's there. It's just waiting. Do we get a metal industry? It would be fun. People are really quite happy. They could be a little happier. Their clothing is now being satisfied. They're hitting the 1.0 on clothing, which is good. We can allocate more clothing to them. You know what? We've got so much wood. I'm going to go and allow some wood. Now, this is going to consume a ton of wood. So I'm going to do this. 0.25 item per year. Estimate -0. -95 if the target is filled. Maybe it's not quite as crazy as I thought. How come the housing isn't maxed? Which should be. I guess we're still catching up to everyone having a house. But this should start to provide a furniture boost. But our wood stockpile should go down fairly dramatically here. Am I wrong? Is it only eating the 85? That doesn't make sense. Oh, that's laboratory. So you're 0 of 80. And I gave you 1 of how many ticks? That looks like 8 ticks to me. So each one of these is going to be 10 wood per house? Oh, this one's of 72. This one's of 80. Oh, now it's back to 80. this one's 72. Or it was for a second. Doesn't matter where I'm mousing over. But you can see the wood. Now they got wooden floors! Look at that! How fancy! Now, it's a one-time expense to go and install the floor, and then a continuous expense to maintain it. But if we're still maxed out on the wood, and that means there's still wood just sitting out in the field, and it's rotting away, right? We're losing 6 wood, well, 6 wood per day. 6 wood per day from the rotting isn't great. And look how much better these houses look already with the wooden floor. And the happiness is going to go up. You know what? I'm going to give you a second tick of wood. I don't know what you do with tick number 2. Tick number 1 is the floor. So what's tick number 2? I wonder if they're going to build beds. Oh, that's probably more furniture. That's the thing. I would love to turn some of the furniture into... Again, we're using up all the furniture. There's no active construction. I feel like this pool thing is... Let me clear that pool source. Maybe I should just have it equal priority. But in theory, what's going to happen now is we're going to stockpile resources. We have more money, so I don't need to sell it right away. So if the sales stop and we end up full on furniture, we know that the exports aren't working anymore. I don't know if they're just building more intricate floors or what. Move 80 for wood. Oh, this place lost their wood, I guess, because the consumption. Oh, I wonder if our janitor. Maybe the janitors are involved in a lot of the maintenance with this. Okay, we're gonna expand this janitor here, so it's gonna reset this room. Okay. Didn't expect it to be... That's a fixed size. 95%. Okay, well, I'll bring it to 100%. And at least, yeah, we can have a few more people. So come over here and expand this building, please. We'll have a few more janitors. Thank you. So there. Got the auto on, but theoretically that'll go up to 10 people. Very good. Wood's going down a little bit. There we go, as these are being supplied. I don't know why it goes from 80 to 72 sometimes. Like a weird rounding error is like people are coming in and out of the building. I'm almost curious as to what the next set of wood would be, but I guess it depends on them getting the material. Or maybe it just gives them a bigger buffer. Maybe they get the wooden floor from having any wood around, and maybe that's the only visual difference until they get the rest of the stuff. That is entirely possible. Laboratory still has a soil floor. Now, some of these buildings have upgrades, and I think we get those with tech. Yeah, tech posh relief could be used. Our people are still happy, so I don't have to worry about that. But I know I want to expand things pretty dramatically as we go. The grain is being consumed. This is generally going up. You know what maybe it's time for? Irrigation. Rather than build more farms, well, let's just make our current farms better. Yes? Okay. I like that. So underwater works, we need a water pump. And this provides a certain amount of pressure that pushes the water a certain distance. If I just, let's assume, we can build the canal first, just as sort of a bit of a planning thing. The culvert, oh, I guess that's the area, maybe. The culvert is buried, but I think it says it's less efficient for pressure, less efficient than canals. It does cost stone. Okay, that's going to be a bit of a barrier. Oh, and it also has a radius. I don't know why they're different. They're clearly different, but in ways I can't quite identify. I'll do this. It will bridge under the roads perfectly fine. Okay, we need so much stone. Stone import. Why aren't you importing? We have money. I'm saying we got a price limit of this. We're clearly below our storage cap. I'm confused. What I will do is I will add a bigger buffer. Let's go up to, yeah, the 4 crates for the stone. Now we're well below our minimum. So, let's export. Import stone. Oh! No, okay. This is... We're not currently importing mushrooms. Did I turn that down? Fill both warehouses. Maybe I stopped that at some point. And this is the egg one. That's 100%. Oh no, it was the egg was being filled. The mushrooms never was. There might still be some pricing issues, but that's fine. And the stone, I mean, part of me is like, fill it up, but I think I'll leave it at 50. You will currently import 142. So do it. I have at least $1. Oh, is this what's coming in? Inbound. Yes. Okay. Is there a chance there was just too small? Maybe I didn't have enough. Oh, my first crime has been committed. For smaller cities, it's not a big issue. Ooh, crime. So health, law. Oh, does torches help, really? We don't have any guards yet. What happens when we get invaded? I don't know. But we're going to use the stone immediately to build these. And I'm sure we'll need some for the pump house as well. I think I'm going to go ahead and build a stone place. I might keep the trading thing up to help to catch up when there's a lack. So... the more tiles you have, the more workers you can assign. So like even if let's say I shrink this, right, which didn't have any stone, or, oh, does it? Oh no. I think we still want the empty space. So it is just the actual stone spots. I think we still want the empty space so that we can put down auxiliaries to increase the efficiency, for example. So we need quite a lot of space for this one. So let's embiggen this. Let's embiggen this down to the road. Yeah, okay, the workers are static. Okay. That, and then the tiniest little one we can have. Oh, no, not quite, not literally so. Stop all that, all right. I guess if I inverted this, you'd be fine. Actually, no. Oh, because they feel like they can't walk outside. So we'll do that, and then for storage... You know what? This edge of the map thing is actually being quite annoying. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is build a fairly large output storage. Like that. And then... that, and then... this. Build it there. That'll be the manager's office. Okay, 100% efficiency, up to 32 workers. And I'm assuming the stone could also ultimately run out. It's actually not too far from these houses, so maybe the commute won't be too bad, depending on how people, like, reshuffle their roles. So we need some wood, we need some furniture. And wood is no longer overly full. We're grabbing some of it for this. Of course, we're constantly grabbing it for our carpenter, but now we're also using it for our houses. I think it's not too far away from needing a second woodcutter for a constant supply. But I'm not going to worry about it quite yet. And yeah, I can still manually chop down trees really easily. We only have 28 odd jobbers, and we could fit something like 30 in here. I don't know that we'll run this at full capacity. And we don't have a dedicated stone stockpile, although some of it accrued over here. I think we can probably run this at a partial rate. If people could finish this construction, please. We do have some extra livestock, so I could start another livestock field. We've got an aurochs pasture over here. We've got some clothing sitting around, some leather, although we are consuming a lot more than we are making. We could switch our hunter over to leather as well. But I think maybe more livestock ranching is the way to go. All right, they are busy over here, and yet we're out of odd jobbers. And, wow, you produce stone really quickly. I'm just going to cut this down to like half. And we are now producing like 80 stone per day, although 22 of it is going towards maintenance. That is actually sick. Wow. Load is low right now, so they'll probably fire a few janitors. Okay. Wow. Well, I guess I should put a cut in here. It seems like a good time for it. I think I'm also going to plan on extending our little dirt road. And we will, it's now that we've got stone, and can I find out how much stone is in here? I wonder, does the richness, maybe there's not a number for the deposit. Bulker, stone mine. I don't see a number for the deposit, but I'm wondering if as we work it, if this deposit percentage might go down. And yeah, that's how we can allocate equipment or tools. And yeah, the people here, we check their... Oh, right, that's still skinny dipping. If we check this, we should have a big ol' negative number somewhere for the job. Panel decoration, surrounding environment, services. Oh, maybe the worker's up top. Yeah, right over here. See, fulfillment minus 100 or minus 40, 100%. So I wonder how much that drags down the overall. Well, there you go. Job fulfillment was never high. I guess maybe this can't drag into the negatives. Maybe it's just preventing us from having this go positive. This base value minus 6%. Yeah, I wonder. But as long as maybe we compensate with other things, we can have some people working these crappy jobs and then it's okay. I mean, as a percentage of our entire city, this is only ever going to count for so much. And hell, right now I'm only working the 16 workers as well. So maybe that's fine. And at least it gives us stone, which in theory will cause this to become a non-issue. And yeah, I think I'm wondering right now, with this being set to priority and this not being set to priority, I'm wondering if we might see the furniture just cap out and not see any sales. I could change this to like as a test and be like, listen, don't keep any, sell all the furniture. But I do want some because some of the construction needs it. And at some point we'll start giving it to our people, but I think we're pretty far from that. And yeah, our money fluctuates pretty rapidly as we're spending money on the other goodies. Yeah, I'll spend up to 150 on the eggs and up to 200 on the mushrooms, just because that seems to be the price right now, but it'd be nice if it was cheaper. One of our things might be to unlock the mushroom tech. Now, agriculture, mushroom farm. Oh, okay, I can just do that. Oh, and it's just innovation too. That does seem like a fairly good idea. And again, we might want to boost efficiency. Like maybe I should be boosting my grain farm efficiency because we're growing a lot of grain. I want to double check. Can you just put the mushrooms in the field? Does it say anything else? Build mushroom farm. It doesn't say anything like with the animal husbandry. Talked about thrives on the mountain, doesn't care about fertility. Maybe you can literally grow those Balti crawlers anywhere. Okay, well, I'll put a cut in here. Next episode, I might put down some mushroom farms in this area. And then maybe we'll just be importing eggs. Produced by some animals. I wonder husbandry. Globulians. Okay, those are the turtles. I could be raising turtles for eggs. And war beasts for war beasts. Yeah. Meat and eggs. Like farms, the amount produced per worker is unchanged by fertility. Yeah, they care about the moisture, but that's it. It might be worth unlocking that for us. And then, right, and I do want to finish this, which will, because we've got stone coming in, that is going to be nice. And you can see, yeah, little bridges. These are little pathways over the road so people can walk through there. I think is lovely. All right, we'll drop some irrigation in here, bring the moisture up to 100%, or maybe you can get above 100%, I don't know. And then further increase our grain output. And yeah, the fact that like the technology feels limited right now hurts. What's our next level upgrade? A Prontix happens at, 400 pops, which are really close. You get 50 more knowledge, unlocks the embassy, which we can use for political stuff. Just getting the knowledge and then spending it, if I ever do that, is pretty nice. I think there's like some more of these civic buildings are good. Like maybe unlocking the stage is fairly cheap. We could unlock the posh relief, although we would need the pottery for that. Fancy markets, refined taste. So that's the upgrade to the food stall. Increase our eating satisfaction. All things to keep the mood up, but again, our moods are pretty good right now. Mostly. Some of these guys are going to be cranky. All right, folks, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.